Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at the market, obviously seeing a 3.77% decrease. We're going to have top 5 coins today that are must buys or must watches at the very least in my opinion. We are going to see a lot of great coins that are very, very low compared to where they were, just a couple days ago. So we're going to talk about that here in just a second with Bitcoin below 48K. We're getting 5 coins that are really in great positions to be bought. So if we take a look at the losers, we're going to try to find the losers that, are giving you the greatest discount with the highest possibilities of a future, really giving you great profits here in the next 6 months to, maybe 2 years. So we're going to talk about some specific coins that give you guys, like I said, those great opportunities. To start off, we do have one of my favorites. It's a very underrated coin in my opinion. It's going to be on the losers list at 6.87% of a decrease at $1.04 IOTA. Definitely one to look forward to. I think this is a great time to invest still. If we actually take a look, we might even get a chance below $1. If we take a look at the last month, 42.8% of an increase in the last month, which is not too crazy. That's not a skyrocketing number. I think, the skyrocket for IOTA is still to come. And if we take a look at the last 24 hours, a 6.87% decrease and only a 2% increase in the last week alone. So we are getting a fairly good price around this $1.05. I think we could easily get back to our previous all-time high around that $2.68. If we actually take a look at the website as well, there's a lot that you can actually review here when it comes to the website. So I always suggest, jumping or deep diving a little bit farther if you guys are planning on dollar cost averaging in like I suggested. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor, so always do what you want to do with your own money, and you do your own research obviously as well. So here we see social impact being sustainability, identity, citizen-centered governance. We have mobility as well, so car wallet, smart charging, usage-based insurance. And then we have smart cities, so urban mobility management, open and transparent data, peer-to-peer collaboration. Some of these, some of these ideas just would be absolutely huge in many of these different cities in America alone. So I can only imagine worldwide what this use would actually end up being, and I think we could see just massive adoption of IOTA altogether. So we have track and trace, customs and border management, as well as digital twins. And like I said, I'm just giving you guys the topics. You guys can read a little bit farther into it if you would like to. But then we have digital identity with self-sovereign identity, identity of things, and regulatory compliance. So a lot of big things coming out of IOTA. And I will say, guys, we've done some top 5s in the past, but I will be trying to cover just specific coins that I believe are ripe for the picking right now as we continue on, hopefully, this downward slope so that we can grab altcoins and coins at lower prices and then, have a great recovery phase yet again, making, very, very good profit. I do want to take a look at Solana. So Solana is our number 4. Solana is doing a very, very good job in this last 24 hours for a lot of people looking to invest because we see almost a 10% decrease in the last 24 hours. The market cap's actually below $20 billion. And if we look at the last week alone, we're only seeing a 6.61% increase. The last month, however, we are still seeing a 138.49% increase. However, I will say that, really, this is a coin that I believe the ecosystem is going to continue to grow. There's a lot of great projects coming to it, and I think we're going to see even farther dips here in the next couple of hours. I think we could easily see Solana go to about a 15% decrease in the last 24 hours. So if you guys are patient enough and you guys continue to watch this coin, we may be able to snag this coin below $65 if we continue to wait on it. And I think Solana is definitely a coin worth looking into, like I said, during these kind of dips because of the massive ecosystem that it has. If we actually take a look at just some of the big projects, the first one we talk about is the Solana ecosystem has overtaken Polygon and TVL, only second to that of Ethereum. Cross-chain interoperability is here, RenVM and Solana Summer. So this is definitely big, and it talks more about really the ecosystem overtaking Polygon and TVL, only second to Ethereum. We can also see the Audius was a huge success. We saw massive things coming for Audius, and it's a project that just crossed 500,000 track uploads, and it's huge. If you guys don't know much about Audius, definitely look into that project. It's one of the big ones that has been doing very, very well for Solana. If we go over to the Solana ecosystem, you can see that they have over 400 more projects than just what we're seeing here. And this is, just 302 right here. So just crazy to see how many, projects that Solana does currently carry or is currently, hold in their ecosystem. Obviously, we're not going to go through them all, but just a lot of great projects and a lot of people wanting to work with Solana for obvious reasons. They have a lot of good things going for them. And if we actually take a look at the price charts, like I said, we're looking at a fairly good price right now at $68.45, $67.43 now. Like I said, we could continue to drop, and I think hopefully we will continue to drop so I can grab a little bit more Solana this time around than my previously before. But we want to take a look at the number 3, going to be AMP. AMP is going to be one of those coins that I believe very, very highly in. We see it below 6 cents, and this is definitely a price that I believe is where it is free for the pickings. Hopefully going to remain free for the pickings. Hopefully actually dropping down to 5 cents or even lower. I would love to buy more AMP. It's one of those coins that, in my opinion, will continue to move that safety and security sector in crypto into the higher tier of things. The one thing to note is, guys, with mass adoption, we are going to need more safety, security in this section of crypto. And I think a lot of people right now are kind of ignoring AMP. They're kind of ignoring that safety section or that security section because maybe it's a little bit more boring in some people's opinion, or I don't know. But for the most part, I think this is definitely, like I said, a hidden gem under the rough, and I think we are going to see a lot of people jumping on board with this as mass adoption comes. I think institutional investors specifically are going to realize the importance of some of this safety and security. They've been, understanding a lot of different things before, and I just think as we push forward, we'll see what AMP does. I think it's going to be a coin worth looking into. And I think, dollar cost averaging in is definitely the safest way to do so. Under 6 cents is definitely a good price point, in my opinion. If we can actually get back to that bull market part 2 and continue forward, I think, AMP is definitely, like I said, a very, very, very good price right now. I do want to say, I do see it having a chance of actually dropping below 5 cents if we continue all the way down to 40 to 42. If that does happen, like I said, we could have a great price point to steal at as well. I do want to take a look at AMP on Twitter because this kind of gives you guys an understanding of what AMP is. So AMP collateralizes any type of asset transfer, whether digital or physical. Today, AMP is providing the collateral for instant fraud-proof transactions made using more than 25 different digital assets. So if we actually take a look at AMP as well, guys, their all-time high was right around 12 cents, and that was with a couple different things. So that was actually with the Coinbase listings, Binance listings, as well as Bitmart listings. And I believe there was like 4 or 5 listings during that time. But, a lot of big announcements for that 12 cents. And right now, I think we could easily jump back up to that. We just need one big announcement. We haven't seen much on Twitter for AMP recently. In my opinion, that means we are going to have something big coming very, very soon. With AMP, what they've done in the past, I have really full faith in this team of people, so we'll see what happens. But I do want to jump into number 4, and that's going to be Monero XMR. So if you guys don't know much about Monero XMR, Monero is a cryptocurrency focused on privacy. Transactions on the Monero blockchain can't be tracked or traced. Monero used a proof of consensus algorithm to issue new coins and secure transactions. So if you look at the last 24 hours, we're seeing about a 5% decrease on Monero. I think we could actually end up seeing much, much more. If we take a look at the last week, about a 20% increase in the last month, only a 47.53% increase. So it's been a very steady but solid increase in the last month. And now seeing this kind of volatility kind of decrease here, it'd be great to see Monero drop below $300. I think dollar cost averaging in right now at this price point is still a very good bet. One thing that the world is not missing out on is privacy, and that kind of idea of just hidden transactions or secure transactions is something that I believe a lot of people are going to want to get involved with. So Monero still looking like a very, very good option, and you can actually go to their website and learn more about Monero and how to get your coins and everything. But like I said, for the most part, that's all Monero does is the idea of cannot be tracked or traced. And I think that's something, like I said, that a lot of people are going to want in the blockchain. They're going to want that kind of security, or not really security, but in a way it is security because it's privacy that you are going to want when you're sending, certain transactions and, certain fees. People just like the idea of privacy. And I think altogether, this coin still has a long way to go from this $5.5 billion market cap to much, much higher things. So if we jump over to our number 5, and I know, guys, we tried to pick out some new ones that had some very, very, high decreases. I could not leave out my favorite. I could not do it because I think this coin still has so much potential in it, and it has yet to do much movement, which is just fantastic for me. We can see here that's $26 chain link, $25.66 now, continuing on that decrease. I do think this is going to be a coin worth investing in, or at least looking into if you guys have not already. Chainlink is an Ethereum token that powers the Chainlink decentralized Oracle network. This network allows smart contracts on Ethereum to securely connect to external data sources, APIs, and payment systems. So like I said, this is a coin I've talked about on this channel so much, and I do, kind of feel bad for you guys because you guys maybe were waiting for a top 5 that had not Chainlink in it finally. But Chainlink's always in my top 5s, my top 3s, if I'm going to be honest with you. Unless I try to, mix it up completely, Chainlink's going to be a solid coin. It's going to be a solid choice. At a 6% decrease in the last 24 hours, it's almost impossible not to mention Chainlink. If you look at the last week, a 1.8% decrease. If you look at the last month, only a 53% increase. This is going to be a very, very solid coin to actually jump into. They don't have staking yet, so just imagine when Chainlink does announce staking. I think this coin is going to absolutely blow up. If you guys don't know much about Chainlink, there's just constant integrations being had on their Twitter. If you actually can see here, space-based role-playing game. Moon Nation is integrating Chainlink VRF on Binance Chain. The Roman Punks NFT Retro Metaverse project is integrating Chainlink VRF on Ethereum to access a tamper-proof and audible source of randomness. Okay, so you can see that there's just project on project on project usually being announced, and those were, what were those, like 1 hour ago and 2 hours ago. So if we go to the Chainlink ecosystem, you can actually see 2 projects in 2017, 21 projects in 2018. We have 2019 with 103, 2020 with 239, and then 2021 with 349. It looks like we're pretty much doubling every single year at the very, very least. Some years doing much more than that. I do expect this to continue to ramp up through the next couple of years, and I think a lot of people are going to realize how undervalued this Chainlink price was of $25. I do think you guys, if you don't understand the importance of Chainlink or understand why it's important, should actually do a little bit more deep diving before just buying. Obviously, I never suggest just buying a coin without actually understanding what it does or what the value of it is. But this is a coin worth looking into, and it's always been a coin worth looking into. But at this price point, it's just crazy to me that there's still people that will deny how well undervalued Chainlink is. So, like I said, I am invested in all of these coins. Just want to share, kind of share that with you guys. But 6.57% of a decrease in Chainlink right now. It's looking very, very good. Pretty much every altcoin, to be honest, in the top 100 I am invested in some way, shape, or form. So that's, not just saying I'm picking out certain coins to, help my side of things. I just think these are great coins to invest in. During this dip, obviously, if you look at the losers, you are going to want to find those changes that are a little bit higher than usual. An 8 to 9% decrease would be great, or 7% decrease. Now, I talked about VeChain in the past. I wasn't going to do another video on VeChain. We've talked about those in the top 5, VeChain as well as Theta. Those are great options as well. There's a lot of, options that could have been in this top 5, but unfortunately it was just a top 5. So I tried to, find out what top 5 I was truly believing in with their most recent decreases and what's going on with those coins at the moment. So that's what I did. Hope you guys enjoyed the top 5. If you guys have not already, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on. As well as if you guys go to my Twitter, Crypto Profit YT on Twitter. If you guys follow me, I would greatly appreciate it as we try to get closer and closer to that 6,000 follower mark. Thanks again, guys, as we hit 100K subscribers on YouTube today, and I can't thank you guys enough. You guys are the reason that, crypto is continuing to be so fun to talk about. Obviously, it's already fun, but with your help, it makes it even more fun. So thanks again, guys. I'll see you all in the next one.